Hey everyone, Holden here with our marketing department, and today with me is Anne Hill.
Thank you for having me today, Holden. I am Anne Hill. I am the Public Relations and SEO Specialist here at our marketing department.
And today we are going to be talking about networking and the benefits that it brings to us in our lives. We hope in this video we can help educate you and inspire you about the power of networking so you can make a positive impact in your life and in your professional life as well. Okay, let's get into it. So Anne, could you share with me your background with networking and where it's gotten you today?
I'd be happy to share my experience. I actually learned very early on in college that networking is extremely important, and it will get you very, very far in your professional career. There are many ways to get involved in networking, especially when you're already in the professional field, including local business chambers and groups called BNIs. BNI stands for Business Networking International. There are groups for BNIs all over the globe.
That's great. So what are some of the key benefits that you get from networking that people might not immediately think of?
Growing your network is very important, and it can impact both your business and your personal lives. Think about it. As you visit businesses, you're far more likely to go to the ones that you trust. As you network and get to know people, you're going to go to the people that you trust more. As you trust them, they will learn to trust you, and vice versa. Remember, as you network with people, when they trust you, their network also becomes your network, and your network will start to multiply exponentially.
That's interesting because you can grow your network just by talking to people, even though they have people you haven't even met yet.
Correct. Think about it like Facebook. Frequently, when you post something and you tag one of your friends in that post, their friends will also see that post. Networking works the same way. When you mention to someone that you're networking with that you need something or that you can do something, they're far more likely to mention to their friends or their network, hey, I know someone that does tree trimming. I know someone that does plumbing. I know someone that does marketing. Let me hook you up with them. It works just like that.
That is some great information. Thank you so much. So can you describe a time that networking has opened a door for you in an unexpected way?
I actually have a really fun story with this. I got my job at our marketing department through networking.
Okay.
I was attending school with, she's now a good friend of mine, but at the time she was just a classmate. We began talking about life. Again, trust began to be formed, and we began to talk about things that we were doing in family life. I happened to mention to her that I was looking for an internship to fulfill my degree. She was working here at our marketing department at the time and said that they had an internship opening. It was because of her that I was aware of the position, that I was able to become connected with Suzanne, the marketing director here at our marketing department, that I was able to apply and get the internship and then eventually be hired full-time.
I did not know that about your story of how you got the job here at our marketing. Thank you so much for sharing, and let's get into the next section of the video. And now we're going to be going through the steps to start networking and talking with people, and that consists of 3 steps. The first one being breaking the ice. This is starting conversations and introducing yourself and why you are networking in the first place, as well as sharing your experience with them. And this brings us into our next step, which is finding common ground. This is asking questions to the person you are talking with to find out a little more about their business or what they do, as well as finding things that you both have in common. And the last step is following up with that person. In this step, you'll be exchanging your information with them or giving them a business card, and then later on following up by sending them a message. Okay, so me and Anne are actually going to run through a scenario about networking, and we have similar interests, so it would be beneficial for us to both network with each other. Okay, let's first start with breaking the ice. Hi, I'm Holden with our marketing department. I'm actually a video specialist, and I wanted to introduce myself to you.
Hi Holden, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Anne, I do SEO.
All right, great. So that was breaking the ice. So we introduced ourselves a little bit and got to know a little bit more about each other. So now we need to move on to step 2, which is finding common ground. That's great. I actually have some clients that are interested in optimizing their website, and I think SEO would benefit them.
I would love to help, and I also have several clients that have been asking me about a social media reference.
Oh really? That's great. Could we exchange information and we can talk about this a little more?
Of course. Here's my card. Feel free to reach out and we'll schedule a time to meet.
All right, thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you.
It was a pleasure meeting you as well, Holden.
All right, now for the important part. I got her business card, and it would be beneficial for me to send a message to her later on in the day. That way we can contact and get those connections that we need made. All right, so now let's send Anne a message, and the best way to do this is by saying who you are and something that you guys talked about in your conversation. So let's follow up with something that you can continue the conversation, like making a meeting or asking a question about what made you interested in talking to them in the first place. And now that we have that message all written out, we can hit send and follow up with them. Breaking the ice, finding common ground, and following up with people is a great way to network, but how can we find places to network and meet with people? Anne?
Like I mentioned earlier, BNI or Business Networking International and local chambers can be a great way to network. Your local chambers are typically business owners or business members who are looking to expand their businesses and network just like you are. Also, keep your eye out for business events like grand openings, ribbon cuttings, or other anniversary celebrations. While these are a place to celebrate, often have free food, and play a few games, there's always people looking to make connections and network.
That's great information, but where do you recommend me starting to find those places that are having grand openings and doing these networking events?
A quick search online for BNI or local business chambers will bring up exactly what you're looking for. You should also be able to find more information on social media pages. If there are specific businesses you're hoping to network with, make sure you follow them just in case they host an event nearby.
All right, thank you. That's a lot of helpful information that our followers can use to find local BNI groups as well as networking events that they can attend. Also, thank you, Anne, so much for joining me and giving such great information about networking and the benefits that it brings to us.
I'm happy to be able to share my insight and experiences, and hopefully they can benefit our viewers as well.
Remember, if you are struggling in a conversation, follow the 3 steps that we discussed and make sure to attend networking events so you can connect with people and network. If you guys have any questions about what we talked about today, please leave a comment down below and we'll try our best to answer all of those. Also, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and it will help us out as well as help you find this video easier. Thank you guys so much for watching and we'll see you in the next video.